keys! Forward, march!
The ceremony of the keys is a typically British tradition, played out here on the main street of Gibraltar. The historical uniforms are a reminder that the Rock has been a British territory for over 300 years. Gibraltar was and is a strategically important military base. Tito Vallejo spent 30 years in the army, and so he still has access to the tunnel system which stretches some 50 kilometers through the Rock. Sometimes he takes groups of visitors around this subterranean military world. The 68-year-old is proud to come from Gibraltar.
Not only can you stick the whole of Gibraltar in here, but you can stick La Linea as well.
I am not English, I'm not Spanish, I am British, Gibraltarian. You know, like the Scottish is Scottish-British and an Irish is Irish-British. We are Gibraltarian-British. That is that's something that Spain doesn't understand. To Spain, we are all English. We are not English. They call the Union Jack the English flag. It's not the English flag. It's the flag of Great Britain.
Gibraltar has long been a bone of contention. Spain wants it back. But having both Britain and Spain in the EU has served to reduce tensions between the two countries. Still, Vallejo is an EU skeptic through and through.
Brussels saying that now that we are brother nations, we should not have any borders. There's where the danger lies, because Spain will see that as Gibraltar being handed over to them. Us being dissolved, absorbed into Andalusia. To me, that is what I fear most.
But that opinion is pretty much the exception here. The majority of the 33,000 residents are worried about a possible Brexit, and there's an active anti-Brexit campaign underway. Its supporters believe the votes from Gibraltar could tip the scales in the referendum. The campaign is focusing on economic arguments to try to win over the last remaining skeptics.
I work in the construction sector, I work in construction law and financial services, and I think that should Britain vote to leave the EU, my job will be severely affected. I can see that there will be a downturn in the Gibraltar economy, and as a result, you know, the economy that we've worked so hard to build over the past 30 years will suffer.
Commuters are used to congestion at the border crossing, but this could just be a foretaste of what's to come should Britain leave the EU. Spain has threatened to close the border if that happens. Madrid would seek to use economic pressure to underline its territorial claims. But Tito Vallejo is not worried about such threats. He's already experienced one blockade when the then Spanish dictator Franco blocked off the land route in 1969. Overnight, families were divided. It was effectively a siege designed to bring economic hardship to Gibraltar.
We've got the whole Commonwealth behind us. You know, they think that we might not need Europe. Don't worry, we've got the whole Commonwealth. We still use the Commonwealth for many things, like meat, butter and things like that. Come from New Zealand, Australia, places like that. So, I mean, they want to close, they're going to suffer again. All these towns, cities around here will become ghost cities again, and all the people there will have to emigrate.
In La Linea, the border city on the Spanish side, Mayor Juan Franco has enough worries already. Unemployment here stands at 37%. For this town, Gibraltar's strong economy is a lifeline.
Every day, up to 8,000 residents cross the border from La Linea to work in Gibraltar. There's a saying, if there are clouds hanging over Gibraltar, La Linea gets a cold.
Tito Vallejo remains optimistic, whatever happens. Gibraltar's famous Barbary macaques are blissfully unaware of all the goings-on. They will no doubt continue to flourish, whether their rock remains in the EU or not.